The outcome of your life is not dependent on your situations and circumstances. It is determined by your choices. Yes, by your choices. Zig Ziglar tells a story of a time in his life when he was a young aspiring motivational speaker. He said he heard a motivational speaker say, "You are where you are because that is exactly where you chose to be." He said, "I was broke, in debt, and down in the dumps, and it came across loud and clear that I am where I am today because of my choices and my decisions." He took responsibility for where he was, and the rest, as they say, is history. Today, I'll be speaking about choices. Let's start with a quote. "We all make choices, but in the end, our choices make us." There are three things that make or break us: habits, choices, and routines. Many of us don't even realize the importance of the choices we make, or that we are in control of our choices. We need to understand that each and every day we make numerous choices, and that these choices are actually responsible for the outcome or the state of all areas of our lives. We should learn from our blunders or wrong choices, and we can build on our strengths. Choice, not chance, determines destiny. Your life is a sum total of the choices, the decisions, and the actions you've taken up to date. Your choice of a spouse, for example, will seriously impact the outcome of your life. Your choice of a lifestyle, for example, a healthy lifestyle, will greatly affect your longevity, energy levels, and accomplishments. The choice of habits, for example, to read or not to read, to watch television for hours on end, to smoke, to drink, all have positive or negative consequences on our lives. Your choice of friends also will significantly influence the outcome of your life. Your choice to save, invest, or accumulate debt will massively impinge on not only your bank balance, but also your future wealth. You have a choice as to the street where you live. You choose not only your home, but those who will live next door. It's not our abilities that show what we truly are, it's our choices. Our choices reveal who we really are. J.K. Rowling said, "It is our choices that show what we truly are, far more than our abilities." Every decision, no matter how small, alters the trajectory of our lives. Everything in our lives exists because we first made a choice. Each choice starts a behavior that over time becomes a habit. Your choices can move you swiftly to your goal or hurl you far away to a distant galaxy. If we make poor choices, then we have to live with the dire consequences, as well as going back to the drawing board to make a more difficult choice. And if we fail to make a choice at all, then we have chosen to be passive receivers of the consequences of not making a good choice. What is more insidious, though, is the frequent series of small, seemingly harmless decisions which we make unconsciously every day that sabotage our success because of the compound effect of this daily habit. You've been sleepwalking into these choices. It's insidious because it's unconscious, so not easy to tackle head-on and change. Life is full of choices. What we choose to live for is the most important choice of all. Once we've made this choice, it will help us to make every other choice in life. Our choices affect our relationship with our Creator, the outcome of everything we do, and indeed our eternal destination is affected by this choice. What new choices can you make that will have a positive impact on your future, starting from today. If our lives are defined by our choices, then the all-important question becomes, how do we make good choices? A key way to make right choices is to ensure that we make choices that are consistent with our core beliefs and values. Also, we can learn from others in similar situations. We can learn from the experience of others, and we can learn from our previous experiences. We can learn from people's successes and failures. We should seek input and advice if we are not knowledgeable in a situation. We should try to view the issue from various perspectives before we choose. We must take care not to be hasty. If we don't have to make the choice now, then we should give it time. Making the right choices every day is the key to having the life we envision. Whatever our goals may be, it is the small choices and corresponding actions repeated daily that will make or break us. When you make good choices today, you won't have regrets tomorrow. If you develop your abilities, grow in your awareness, and make the right choices, you can reach your full capacity. Right choices made daily will compound and eventually lead to success. This is a principle of reaping huge rewards from a series of small, smart choices, says Darren Hardy, the editor of Success Magazine and the author of the book Compound Effect. Zig Ziglar tells of a time in his life when he was a young, aspiring motivational speaker. He said he heard a motivational speaker say, "You are where you are because that's exactly where you chose to be." Zig Ziglar says, "I was broke, in debt, and down in the dumps. And it came across to me loud and clear that I was where I was because of my choices and decisions." Zig Ziglar chose to take responsibility for his choices. He took responsibility for where he was, and he went on to change his life. You can do the same, starting from today. Now, let's just remind ourselves of the importance of choices in determining the outcome of our lives. Here are some inspiring and thought-provoking quotes to help us. H. Jackson Brown Jr. said, "Choose your life's mate carefully. From this one decision will come 90% of all your happiness or misery." W. Clement Stone said, "You always do what you want to do. This is true with every act. You may say that you had to do something or that you were forced to do it, but actually, whatever you do by choice. Only you have the power to choose for yourself." And someone said, "You are free to make whatever choice you want, but you are not free from the consequences of the choice." Decisions are the hardest things to make, especially when it is a choice between where you should be and where you want to be. May your choices reflect your hopes and not your fears, says Nelson Mandela. Life is all about making choices. Always do your best to make the right ones, and always do your best to learn from the wrong ones. Kathleen Hall said, "In every single thing you do, you are choosing a direction. Your life is a product of choices." And John C. Maxwell said, "Life is a matter of choices, and every choice you make makes you." And that is all for today. Until next time, keep on growing in wisdom and maturity. Blow the cap off your capability. Be unstoppable. Be awesome. I'm cheering you on. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm watching you on Plasma TV.